Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today, I've got a reading for you, a very well requested question. What's the connection between Meghan and Prince Andrew? Super dodgy there about how she didn't know who he was, but yet they have a connection. They have a friend. I'm not going to mention the name what just flopped out of here? Ooh, Temperance in reverse. Yeah, they do. They both know him because we got the blend on both sides, and they aren't happy that people make the connection that they know him. I'm going to say when you bring that name up, tempers flare. So there's a dodgy connection between Prince Andrew and Meghan Markle, and it has to do with yachting days. I did the reading on Marcus and Meghan, and she was definitely an employee. Things didn't quite work out. She didn't what she presented. I mean, that was the classic case of what you ordered and what you got. And Marcus really wasn't happy with her and her performance. So not only is she a terrible actress, she's also a terrible yacht girl. She wanted to party more than perform. And allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, this is just gossip, this is chatty, this is catty. And we're just having a bit of fun. And public figures, they put themselves out there and they make the big bucks, and they get to be ridiculed for some of their stupid decisions that they make. Sorry. And they also get to get praised for some of the smart decisions that they make. So I'm going to ask today, what is the relationship between Prince Andrew and Meghan Markle? Are they long-term friends? Have they known each other? Have they had some intimate responses? Is that the legal case that when I did the Marcus Anderson reading, is that because, like I've said, to me, Prince Andrew represents Aquarius more than he does Pisces. And that was a King of Swords that showed up upright. And I kept saying it was a lawyer because it was near the Justice card or whatever. Was it Prince Andrew? That had me thinking all day, was that Prince Andrew? I didn't want to say anything in that reading, but so we're doing a separate reading on that. What's the relationship between Prince Andrew and Meghan Markle? And whatever this reading shows might bring us some more questions. Cards are ready. And I'm using the Pulp Fiction because honestly, there's so much fiction going on with Meghan Markle. Oh, the Hermit in reverse. Was this something to do with Harry? Is this something to do with Harry? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Something to do with money. Absolutely. Something to do. Okay, was Prince Andrew lonely at that point? Because the Hermit in reverse, upright, is you want to be alone. In reverse is loneliness. So is it based on a loneliness? And there's some money. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Yeah, something's going on here. Something was frustrating, and let's see, the Hanged Man. You know what? I think he was a very lonely person, and he may have dated a few other people. This is probably when he was separated from Fergie. Well, it would have had to been. I mean, I think he was just kind of frustrated with who he was dating. It was becoming mentally exhausting, and he just was feeling really stuck. King of Swords, what did I tell you? He's my King of Swords. He is an Aquarian. Yes. So it had more to do with him. Did he approach her with some money? Were they stuck together with money? Did he approach the person who shall not be named, or the yacht owner? Let's call him the yacht owner. I don't know if he owned a yacht, but I'm trying not to get banned. Did he approach him? Ah, yes. And then he was stuck with that for a very long time. He'll always be stuck with that, with the money exchange. And it was just because he was lonely. He was lonely. I think he might have dated a few people and it just didn't work out. So he figured, what the hell, I might as well just go pay for it. And then I don't have to deal with it. And it was because he was lonely. The fool. He realizes how foolish that was. I'm getting really strong yacht owner vibes here. And because we did ask what's the connection and how, and I think we've hit it. I think it's his connection with the yacht owner. 7 of Cups. He was very confused. Maybe like here we have a 9 and here we have a 7. He may have had many choices, but he was kind of really confused and he made a foolish choice. Made a really foolish choice and ended up with the booby prize. 5 of Swords. On the Hanged Man. Did he get more than he was bargained for? I think he was sold. He was gaslit a little bit about what he wanted. Interesting. We aren't getting any kind of love or, let's see, 7 of Pentacles. Definitely some money exchanged. We have 2 7s here. And he wasn't happy with, he was not happy with the service he got. It's not the yacht owner. It's Marcus. Marcus was selling him a bill of goods. I nailed it. He's the King of Swords in the Marcus Anderson reading. Meghan and Marcus. He's the King of Swords. He was not happy with his purchase at all. It's a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is when you pay for something. And it's funny that I said that at the beginning of this reading. It's what you ordered versus what you got. He was not happy at all. He did pay some money and he was made a fool and he was not happy at all. He was not happy with the selection and he feels that it was a kind of a win, but it wasn't that great of a win. 5 of Swords is that's winning the battle, but not winning the war. So it might have been like, okay, that was good for that. I mean, I just had to lay there and do nothing. It wasn't that great. I don't think I got my money's worth. He's the King of Swords. Go back and look at the Meghan and Marcus situation. And there was somebody there who was not happy with his business. I don't know if the yacht owner, we have Temperance in reverse again. Yeah, he was not happy at all. Not happy at all with what he got. Actually, he made, and Prince Andrew does have a reputation for bad temper and being very arrogant and whatnot. And he was not happy at all. We nailed it. Go back and look at that, Meghan and Marcus. And I said the King of Swords showed right up there. And I think somehow that's how Marcus got to Harry was through this King of Swords. Why would Prince Andrew want somebody like Meghan Markle hooked up with his nephew, unless it's to get back to his brother? 9 of Cups. A little bit of greed here, but a lot of drinking and partying, and that's their connection. Interesting. Meghan did not show up here, but you know who did show up here was Marcus, trying to sell some goods. And so the connection here is through Marcus. We've got Andrew, Marcus, and Meghan, and they partied a lot. Interesting also, I didn't get the 2 of Pentacles, which is buying, selling. That's my merchant card. We didn't get the Chariot, which possibly could be the yacht, right? Something that moves. I don't think they met on a yacht. Maybe later. But the initial was a transaction that really didn't go well, and Prince Andrew thought it was a one-way transaction. He might have felt kind of ripped off, and he made a fuss about it. He made a big fuss about it. I think we just opened up a can of worms here. What's the underlying? Oh, the Hierophant. The royal family. The royal family was now brought into it. And I wonder, because the Prince Charles and Prince Andrew are not known for being the best of buds. And I wonder what a tangle web we weave. If this has to do with him kicking out Prince Andrew, maybe he figured out Prince Andrew was the one that knew Marcus that introduced Meghan to Harry to party at Soho House, right? This isn't a yacht. This is partying at Soho House, 9 of Cups in reverse. This is partying. This is being greedy. This is, I think we've hit the connection. Let's see 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Loss of money. 5 of Wands. Arguments and strife. I wonder, Knight of Wands. A player. And Page of Swords. Bad news. 8 of Swords. Yeah, because he no longer felt like a victim. If he could screw his brother up with handing this is really, I'm stretching it here. If he could hand his brother off, his nephew paid a little bit of money because of the arguments within the family. If he could become the player in all of this and bring in somebody who's a little bit nasty. Page of Swords, again, is my internet card. So remember they said they met on Instagram. And it was well known that yacht girls sold themselves on Instagram. So they're on the internet for not a good reason, for a nasty reason. So I think we got it. It was Prince Andrew. I don't think he thought he was getting his fair share of money from the royal family. He wanted more money. He was the player that introduced Meghan via Instagram. So it looked like his hand wasn't in it at all. But the Knight of Wands in reverse is a player. He's somebody who comes in and disrupts the party, and he's very disruptive. And especially when we're talking about wands here. And like I said, Prince Andrew is known to be arrogant and rude, and I think he laid the trap, because also we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So now he's no longer feeling like a victim of his circumstance. He feels like he is now more in control of his circumstance. I'm going to ask now a yes or no question. Did Prince Andrew have a hand in Marcus introducing Harry to Meghan? We're going to ask a yes, no. I think we nailed it. I think Prince Andrew was a customer of Marcus, and he didn't like the goods that was sold. And so we're going to ask a yes, no. Was that the connection how Marcus got to Prince Harry? Was that the connection that Marcus got to Prince Harry was through Prince Andrew? Was that the connection? I didn't get anything about a yacht. I think we hit it that it was at Soho House, and he went there just simply because he was lonely. And I don't think he wanted to meet anybody. I think he wanted to relieve, to scratch an itch. Let's put it that way. So did Prince Andrew, was he the conduit, how Marcus could introduce Meghan to Harry? Was Prince Andrew the conduit, how Marcus could introduce Prince Harry? Did he have his hand in it, especially as revenge to his brother? Ooh, 7 of Cups, gaslighting, reduction of choices, confusion, Ooh, now the Hangman is in reverse. Now the Hangman is in reverse, so action. He saw things from a different point of view and acted on it. Ace of Pentacles. It wasn't for money. It wasn't for money. Four of Wands in reverse. It wasn't for money. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. It was to upset his brother. Because Wands upright is celebration, fun, weddings, graduations, retirement. Look at the party. This is Soho House. This is Soho House. In reverse, it's upsetting. It's divorce. It's funerals. It's yeah. I think it was here's Charles. Charles is the King of Cups, because back then he would have been the King of Cups, not the Emperor. Also, when the King of Cups is in reverse, it is a divorced man as well. It wasn't for money. He saw an opportunity. He saw an opportunity and he acted on it, and it wasn't for money. It was to upset. It was for revenge on his brother. Two of Cups. There's the mixed couple. Yeah, he absolutely had his hand in it. He saw an opportunity and he got these two together. The Emperor. Yes, absolutely. 100%. 100%. Did he see Meghan as an opportunity to upset the monarchy, to upset his kingship? Oh my God. The Lovers in reverse. Or to break up him and Camilla. Remember that there was that rumor that Meghan was soliciting. I'm choking on this. I'm getting it. Because the Wands in reverse can be divorced especially when it comes to the lovers. He sent Meghan in to upset the marriage of Camilla and Charles. And there was that big rumor that Meghan, solicited Prince Charles. And did he do it to upset the king? If Charles and Camilla had another divorce, that would totally put his kingship into question. Not that he wouldn't become king, of course, but it would put a black mark on it, because he'd be twice divorced, knowing how sick his mom was. Six of Wands. Absolutely. And then he was like, I did it. I got her in there. I'm victorious in upsetting him. Three of Swords. Yeah. I think she was successful in upsetting them. And wasn't there a blind item about that? They were somewhat separated. And some people said it was because she went to rehab. Other people said it was because something happened. He was victorious in sending Meghan in there to upset the marriage. Oh my God. Absolutely. Sent in the black woman. Again, nothing wrong with that. And my return viewers will know this is my Meghan card. She's there for Black Power, women's justice. Burn that place down. And look at the racism that she's brought in to upset the monarchy, to upset his kingship, to put question on their relationship. Because even there was rumors it was Camilla that said that racist comment. Well, what she says was a racist comment, which I think is a very normal. Oh, I wonder if the kid's going to have dark hair or light hair or blue eyes or brown eyes. I mean, everybody mentions that out loud. But they brought in the racism to upset Charles and his relationship with Camilla. And he was somewhat successful. Wow. So yes, what's the underline here? Page of Wands, a message that is creative, that created, because we're not talking about children here, so this can't be a child. This is a Page of Wands brings in messages that grow. So this would be rumors that grow. This would be gossip that grows. It's something that's creative. It also could be like a message of a writing skill or something, but it's something creative, and it can be gossip and rumors. Nine of Wands. It was really embarrassing to the royal family. When Nine of Wands in reverse is my embarrassing card. You've tried and tried and tried and nothing worked, and you're just kind of embarrassed about things. The world, he was successful. He was very successful. This was a very successful opportunity, and it worked. The world upright is complete. The Hierophant, it upset the royal family. Absolutely, absolutely strength. And this is the Leo card. It can be Meghan. If this showed up upright, it would be like, yeah, she went in there in all her power, but it shows that she was successful in some of it, but I don't think she was successful in everything that they set out to do, which would have been end their marriage. And they weren't quite successful because we also have the Three of Swords in reverse. So it's recovery after heartbreak. So she did do something. So there was something. And she was, and mission accomplished. That's what I just got here. Mission accomplished. It upset the royal family, and it actually made the royal family put them in a weaker position. Five of Pentacles in reverse. She might have got a little bit of money, but it also drew her into the family, right? Because Five of Pentacles upright is you're kicked out. You're out in the cold. And you have no access to the money. Well, in reverse, you're brought back in, and now you have access to the money. And the Hermit, look at these cards are chatty, right onto Harry. This is Harry's card. Eight of Swords, played the victim card. Victim. Oh, Magician, here's her vision board showing up. Law of Attraction. High Priestess, secrets will come out. And Nine of Cups. It was all the party. It was partying at Soho House. Partying at Soho House. It's not going to go much further. That's what the cards are telling me to stop there. Chariot in reverse. It's not going to go much further. Isn't this interesting? This is the, I think that stunt they pulled the other day is the end, because here we have the Chariot in reverse. No more go, no go. I think they've crossed a line. I think these secrets are going to come out. I think someone's going to be drinking and let things out, maybe like having a few glasses of wine and being on Twitter. But yeah, absolutely. It was Andrew, Marcus, and Meghan, and they had a plan and they executed it. They were mission accomplished. They embarrassed the royal family, and they did put a wedge between Camilla and Charles. I think there was some kind of solicitation. I believe that with all my heart. And I don't think it went all the way. I think there was some flirting, maybe some text messages. Actually, I don't think Charles has a phone. Maybe something went on there. And because we had the Page of Wands show up. So that's why I thought maybe text messages or something. There we go, Page of Wands. So some kind of messages, some flirty, some gossipy, rumors, some, let's be creative in something. And actually this Page of Wands looks very slick, very, very slick. Some kind of messages got to him, and I think she maybe intercepted them, and it did create it. And since she has entered the royal family, since that marriage 5 years ago, there's been nothing but trouble and heartache and mission accomplished. It did the strength of the royal family, because the royal family is also the lion, the king of the jungle. It did actually upset them a lot. And she used her vision board there. The High Priestess can, when it's secrets, But when it's in reverse, I think it's when it's in reverse and it's with this 9 of Cups, I think the secrets will come out, because 9 of Cups is spilling, everything's spilling out. Secrets will spill out. I think this is the end of the road for this project. Yeah, let's do a yes, no. Did they actually do it? Was Meghan a purveyor of goods? I gotta be careful. Was Meghan a purveyor of goods to Prince Andrew? Did Prince Andrew purchase time with Meghan? That's nothing but wrong with that. Did Prince Andrew purchase time alone with Meghan Markle? Well, I shouldn't say time alone. I mean, did Prince Andrew purchase adult time with Meghan Markle? Did he actually pay? And I'm just going to do a yes, no. Upright is yes. Reversals are no. Did Prince Andrew pay? Did Prince Andrew pay for adult time with Meghan Markle? Did Prince Andrew pay for time alone or time or whatever for her audience? Did Prince Andrew pay for adult activities with Meghan Markle? Did Prince Andrew? Upright yes, reversals are no. Upright yes, reversals are no. Cards aren't quite ready. There, they just wanted one more twist. One more shuffle. Yeah, see, they're ready. Okay. Did Prince Andrew pay for time with Meghan Markle? Uprights, yes. Reversals or no. Very definite cut. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles, upright, money. We have 3 of Cups, upright. Threesome. 5 of Wands in reverse. It was rough and tough. Oh, Knight of Cups, upright. Yeah, he brought something to her. King of Wands in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The World upright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Indeed, he did. 10 of Swords. It almost ruined him. So yes, absolutely. He paid for a threesome, allegedly in French purposes only, because he was lonely, and it was a successful completion. Here's the Knight of Cups. He was like the knight in shining armor. He was royalty when he did it. Well, yeah, he's always royalty, but he was behaving in a royal manner. So he might have had a little bit of arrogance with it. Might have been like, don't you know who I am? Look at this. This Knight of Cups. He's holding his hand to his brow as if looking. Red flag. So he's holding his hand to his brow, and remember she said, oh, is this the help? Or pretended she didn't know who Prince Andrew was. There he is, don't you know who I am? Yeah. King of Wands in reverse and 5 of Wands in reverse. I think this was kind of S&M. I have to be careful how I say this. I think it was kind of like him acting out, because the King of Wands in reverse is really not a nice person at all. They're brute force. They got a huge ego, kind of a masochist. And that's when we have this. I think it was something, a power trip. It was a power trip because he was lonely and he wanted to go on this power trip with this threesome. He paid for it. It was very successful, but he knew if it got out, it would ruin him. We have 10 of Swords in reverse here. Which is the rune card. But you know what? In some respects, it made him feel good. I think that's his kink. I did that other reading I did with Prince Andrew. He does have, allegedly, it showed a bit of a sexual addiction. And so that, I think, might get him into trouble. So maybe that's why he decided, I'm just going to, for now on, just pay for it outright. And because he was lonely. And they definitely got a threesome going here. And it was rough and tumble. And he was the boss. He was the knight in shining armor. And I think it relieved a little bit of stress for him. And yeah, he was happy with the outcome. But yeah, absolutely, she was involved. Absolutely, 100%. And they might have even talked about Harry. We have the Hermit in reverse here. He might have been brought up. Might have been brought up. Yeah, so the cards, yeah, they knew each other intimately. Absolutely. Absolutely. The first card that came out, payment for successful outcome. And Knight in Cups is Knight in Shining Armor. Yeah, big red flag there. Big red flag there. Don't you doubt it for a minute. All right. So I think we've got it. I think we found it. Marcus Anderson and Prince Andrew allegedly got together with Meghan. So yes, they did know them. They did know each other, and they introduced Meghan to Harry, and they did do a number on the royal family. And I think that's her MO this whole time. I did a reading link. Does Meghan have a somebody who is paying her to do this? And it did show up that it was Dodi's father. And so they could have brought that in as well. It'd be interesting. I need to ask, how is Dodi's family involved in this? How is Dodi's father involved in this? I think it's a big tangled weed. Like, was he an investor in Soho House? We have to remember he owned a Harrods, and he does have British citizenship, I believe. But was he involved in Soho House some way? What's this Tangle Web we're weaving here? I'm going to do another yes, no. Is Dodi Fayed's father involved in this at all? Or was he brought on afterwards as a contributor? Because we have to remember, we've done on Prince Andrew. He's not as rich. He's not loaded. I'll tell you that right now. And look at Fergie's always had money problems. That's well documented. They've always had money. So he might not have had the money to make this happen. So maybe they knew somebody who did. Because remember, they're looking for people who do not like Charles. And yeah, and the royal family. So is Dodi Fayed involved in this at all? Again, we're going to do a yes, no, upright yes. Reversals are no. Popped out. Oh, the Strength. Yeah, and the Emperor. Yes. To take down Charles. Two popped out. To take down Charles. Wow. Yes. This was all to do to take down Charles. Do they think Charles was the one who had the... I'm going in a deep rabbit hole here. Anyways, Dodi Fayed. Does Dodi Fayed have anything to do? Is he a player in this mystery? Yes, no. Cards are ready. Let's go. Oh, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So is it to do with the Queen? Seven of Wands, upright. Queen of Cups, upright. We got our Diana card. Temperance, upright. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, legacy. Page of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. 1, 2, 3. So we've got a soft no here. We've got 4 in reverse. No, I don't think he was brought in. He wasn't part of this. He was part of sorry, let me start again. I'm too excited. It was a blending of both. I think they started with this, and then they were looking to bring somebody else in. I think they tried a couple of other people that were related or had a history with the family, because we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is legacy, which is inheritance, which is generational, and it's in reverse. And we have Six of Cups, which is ancestors, the past, siblings. And then we have the Page of Cups here in reverse, which is surprising news. People who didn't get an apology. I think they did try to bring in other people who were attached to Diana. And they tried on Dodie. And they actually brought in about the Queen, the Queen and Diana's relationship, how it was always defending. Seven of Pentacles. That's my dead card. They didn't want to bring in anybody who was family. That's where that's coming. They didn't want to bring in anyone who was family. So, no, he wasn't entangled in that at all. He might have come on board later. Maybe once he saw the marriage. He wasn't initially involved. No, he was not. Not initially. I did get that he was a benefactor, and I think he came on afterwards. They were looking for somebody to blend. They were definitely looking for someone, because we have 2 pentacles here. They didn't have the money to do it themselves, what they wanted to do. So they were looking, but it wasn't anybody from the family. I think he came on board afterwards. He was not entangled in the initial. They just didn't have the money, and they didn't want to bring in other family. So now I'm going to ask, does Marcus know Dodie's family? Or was that Prince Andrew's idea to bring them in later? Does Prince Andrew have a pipeline to Dodi Fayed? Does Prince Andrew have a pipeline to Dodi Fayed? Yes, no, upright, yes. Reversals, no. Did Dodi Fayed's family come in later? Did Dodi Fayed's family come in later after the successful marriage? Interesting. Wands, messages coming in, upright. 5 of Pentacles, bringing somebody in reverse. King of Wands, we got an entrepreneurial going here. Page of Swords, messages. 4 of Cups, rejection. 8 of Cups, 2 8s, upright. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, the Tower, yes, absolutely. Prince Andrew did have a pipeline to Dodi Fayed's family and did bring them in, and he sent messages, definitely sent messages. And how he brought them in was using the Queen, a revenge on the Queen, on what the Queen did, bringing somebody back in. Sometimes 8 of Cups is walking away, but it can be also walking towards, when we have bringing in the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody's coming back in. So maybe they initially walked away from it all, but then they were dazzled by something. The Queen of Pentacles here is holding something out. Maybe we're going to manifest bringing down the Queen, because here's the Tower. I don't think Andrew was... he loved his mom very much, very, very much. But there was definitely, and I think there was some regrets of bringing him in, because the King of Wands is the entrepreneur. And this is interesting. I wanted to use this deck, burn this place down. And with the Tower, messages of the Tower, the regret. I think Dodi Fayed's family regrets walking away and not pursuing it any further about what they thought was the Queen's involvement in their son's death. Notice that Diana didn't show up here, so I think it was all about they used the hook about with Dodi about that and try to bring him back into the fold, and try to manifest some money too, because the Queen of Pentacles is also the manifestation card. But somehow they use the Queen's name, which is really kind of dodgy. Yeah, I think they did. They regret walking away from bringing down the queen more. So when they were offered, when this offer came through over the internet or by voice, this isn't a letter. This isn't a letter. There's no evidence. This is by voice or somehow through the air. There's no evidence to bring down the royal family. Okay, so we figured it out. We've come the long way around. Marcus and Prince Andrew and Meghan came up with a scheme to bring in Harry so that Meghan can embarrass the royal family, embarrass King Charles specifically, put a little damper on his marriage, which then would have put a damper on his kingship. It was all about that. Because remember, Andrew's the original spare. And to bring down his brother. Now, was Dodi Fayed's father involved in the initial scheme of things? No. Was he brought in later because of did Prince Andrew bring him in later? Yes. To destroy everything. Yes, he did. Messages coming in. Yes, because they regret walking away from trying to destroy the queen. So this was their second chance at not only are they going to I just got it. You come on in, but you can't destroy the queen. We want you to take down the whole works. We want you to take down the whole works. I'm being told what's the next one? Yeah. Take down the whole, look at the major arcanas. And so we're successful in taking down the whole works. There's now the Page of Wands in reverse. And here's the Queen of Wands. Ten of Swords. Queen of Wands is Meghan in Leo. And I don't think their plan is working as well as they thought it would. I don't think they thought. I think they are being ruined over this. Unintended consequences are happening here. All right. Well, this was longer than I thought it would, but I think we got to it. Now we know how everybody is entangled in this whole mess. We figured it out. Now we just have to figure out where is it going. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody who needs to see this, share it with them. Thank you all so much with your generous subscriptions, your likes, your comments. It all helps me out on this channel. I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'm blown away. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Take good care. Bye for now.